Today we have a 1927 Ford Model T Roadster hot rod. As you can see, it has changed considerably since it was originally created from the Ford factory back in 1927. If you're not familiar with hot rods, then like myself, you will likely appreciate the style and quirkiness of them. This particular vehicle is constructed from a glass fibre body, as many are. Attractive purple colour scheme, which I believe works well with the white wall tyres, and the distinctive lack of a bonnet, so you're able to see the 3.9 Rover V8 engine in all its glory. Hot rods usually feature chopped or no roofs, 2 or fewer doors, large engines, and a lot of custom or non-standard parts, and this hot rod is no exception. Here is a list of parts that this car features. If you look closely enough, you will notice that this hot rod actually has no doors. I am by no means an expert when it comes to hot rods, however I have been lucky enough to see a few, sit in them and drive them. I use the term drive loosely, as anyone who has owned or driven a hot rod knows that it takes a certain person who would be willing to drive one of these machines any distance, let alone on the open roads. In my experience, from the few I've driven, again I use that term loosely, the seating positions were made for contortionists, which is the first hurdle. Then there's trying to operate the pedals, which have been extremely close together, very stiff, or light, or somehow a combination of all three. Finally, there is the steering and braking, or lack thereof. However, if you can appreciate a hot rod for the look, sound and extreme amount of time and effort which goes into making them, then you can see why they have quite a following and why so many people are proud to own a vehicle that they don't actually drive. To some, they are really a piece of art, while others consider them as abominations which shouldn't exist. I would be interested to know which camp you fall into. Let me know in the comment section below.